All right, let's talk about the all-powerful GLP-1 medications like Ozempic, Wegovy, and Mounjaro, and things to consider when coming off them. Because let's be honest, for those who've decided to take them, eventually you'll want to come off them, and I'm here to help you with that transition. Firstly, let me preface this by saying, I'm not a doctor. I'm not here to advise on dosage or to encourage people to stop a medication that actually works. I'm a nutritionist and online PT, so my skill set and area of expertise are helping people with the other stuff outside of medical interventions. Any conversations about stopping or even tapering off the medication should be conducted under the guidance of the prescribing medical professional, obviously. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's start by managing expectations. Will the hunger come back? Yes, almost certainly. And the magnitude of this depends on how much weight you've lost and the habits you now have in place. There is a hypothesis in the weight loss space known as set point theory, which suggests the body has a genetically and biologically predetermined weight range. A weight range it defends, resisting fat loss and increasing hunger and reducing metabolism. Essentially, if you've lost a lot of weight, there will be physiological drivers pushing you back to that weight. To help you conceptualize this, let's say your new maintenance calories are 2,000. This number of calories allows you to effectively maintain your weight with ad libitum, intuitive eating, and the new drivers to eat more. You will eat above this. If you end up eating just 2,200 calories, which is just a little 10% surplus, it will result in steady regain over time. The increased appetite is, it's a natural thing. It's not reserved solely for those who have opted to take the medication. If someone's lost a lot of weight, they're naturally going to have drivers to eat more. It goes without saying, but if you eat similar to how you ate before you were on the medication, you will regain weight. If you eat fully to extinguish hunger, you will regain weight. Instead, you want to eat in a way that allows you to maintain your new body fat levels and manage the new hunger. This is done by cultivating habits that attenuate hunger and increase fullness. Let's keep these simple with 3 steps. Step 1, eat a good source of protein with most meals. Step 2, eat a good source of fruit or veg with most meals. Step 3, hydrate. If we reference the Satiety Index, which measures how filling some of the most common foods are, we can see foods higher in protein, fiber, and water are considerably more filling. In fact, when you review the Satiety Index, it can be quite eye-opening as to how different isoenergetic, isocaloric, equivalent calorie foods can be. For example, there is a 7-fold difference between 240 calories worth of croissant and 240 calories worth of boiled potatoes. 7 times more satiating. What? When you come off your GLP-1 medication, it is important, it is imperative you eat in a way that's filling and prioritize protein, fiber, and water. If your meals contain a good protein source with fruit or veg, fruit and veg being low in calories, high in volume, water, and rich in fiber, this will leave you much more satisfied than if you opted for the croissant, as delicious as that is. Additionally, you want to listen to your body's fullness cues and only eat till you're 70-80% full. You don't want to finish a meal feeling like you're physically stuffed. When managing calories and not eating in a surplus, you do want to be content with a feeling of slight hunger. The sooner you accept this, the easier the process will be, and the more successful of a transition you will have. Despite the fact that you will be aiming to maintain your body fat percentage, your body fat, will also need to accept the fact that the scales will go up a bit, particularly in the first few weeks. When you're eating more, there is more food passing through the digestive system at any one time, which does weigh a fair bit. Plus, you'll be filling back up depleted glycogen stores. Glycogen is stored carbohydrates, stored energy in the muscles, and every gram of glycogen holds on to 3 to 4 grams of water. This could account for like a kilo or two of weight gain just from this. This depends on what your diet was like when you were on the GLP-1 medication, and how much muscle mass you have, because the more muscle you have, the more available glycogen storage you have, and therefore you can see kind of scary jumps. But just accept the fact that the scales will go up in the first few weeks, because you will no longer need to be in a deficit if you're no longer looking to lose fat. And if you implement the aforementioned dietary habits, it will allow you to more successfully maintain your weight following that initial jump. For increased efficacy, look to incorporate resistance training and a sensible step target, such as like 7,000 to 10,000 steps. This transition can be difficult, and it can be invaluable to be under the guidance of an experienced coach, such as myself, who has helped other people with this transition. Remember that I'm not here to say you should come off it or how you should taper off the medication. That's not my scope of practice. It's not my area of expertise. But if you've decided to come off the medication, or have been advised to, and need help with maintaining weight without the medication, or even wish to stay on the medication and get a coach and have the combined benefits of both, I'm your man.